Well, what's your favorite soup?
My favorite. Wow, that's a tough one.
Or what's the thing that pops to the top of your head?
Potato. Creamy potato soup. That one just popped into my head, and that was what I was thinking when I was thinking of soup. I love a good tomato basil.
Yeah. Creamy
really
tomato basil or just plain tomato basil?
But where do you put like gumbos and chowders in there though?
I guess that's a whole different section.
Because those are soups. Because gumbo would probably be my number one.
I put hot seafood soup category.
Yeah, but see, gumbo is like a cross between a stew and a soup.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
It's kind of almost its own little category.
It is.
Because you serve it over rice.
French onion.
So what's the difference between gumbo, etouffee, and jambalaya?
Well, jambalaya is like a rice dish. It's not soupy at all. It's just rice and meat and stuff.
Yeah.
Etouffee is kind of like a salsa with rice. Like you serve it over rice. It's kind
more
of
tomatoey.
It's more of a salt, like a Cajun meat sauce.
Yeah.
You know, whatever seafood you put in it. So, and
gumbo would be
is a stew, I would say. But man, you guys, I got to thinking those photos and
those are
some
good.
of those ramen bowls, and man, those are so good. How can you rate those? Good.
What about lobster bisque or a good shrimp bisque?
You got me. You got me a bisque, chowder, stew, soup. Anything besides like chicken noodle or.
Hey, I make a killer
like
chicken noodle.
Yeah, you do make a good chicken noodle soup. Chicken and dumplings. What's chicken and dumplings considered?
That's its own category.
It's not a stew because you stewed that chicken down to make your.
I don't know.
And then you make this creamy broth that goes with it, and you make the noodles and put in it. It's like a pasta, really. It's a dough.
Probably.
Man.
It would probably go into more of a pasta.
Yeah. But some people do chicken dumplings all jacked up. Like they make them and they're like biscuits off in them and they're too thick and you can put them on a plate.
Tortilla.
You don't eat chicken and dumplings on a plate or a trough.
Yeah.
You eat it in a big old bowl.
Mine's practically a porridge.
It's like a porridge.
Where does porridge go in here?
I don't know. That's some daggum made up word.
The Bears.
Yeah.
I do an enchilada soup that's really good.
That one's fire. Chicken enchilada soup.
Yeah.
Yeah. That one's really good.
And there's a taco soup that I've done in the past that you really like.
I like taco soup. I mean, I'm a fan. It's that time of year. It got me thinking about all these different
soup time.
Soup, stews, and chowders and bisque.
You know, a soup that I really like, but I've never cooked it, but I'll order it as a French onion soup.
Yeah. I've ordered sometimes they put that
cook that cheese on top.
It's like a bread with the cheese too or something. Mm-hmm. You break it and it's all kind of bubbling out. It is good.
A cheese soup? I've never been a fan of
I'm not a fan of cheese soups. Like beer soup, beer cheese and all that. Yeah, that's not my thing.
I enjoy beer and I enjoy cheese.
You messed up two good things. That's like my dad told me that before. Boy, he just went and messed up two good, perfectly good things.
He told you that when we were
sticking a vodka bottle in a watermelon. But it applies to beer and cheese too. Does it not?
We were trying to make a drunken watermelon or something.
Spiked watermelon.
It's spiked watermelon.
Yeah.
I remember him saying that. You just went and messed up two perfectly good things.
He wasn't wrong. Vodka in itself is a good thing. Watermelon by itself is a good thing.
Put them together. It never works out the way you think it's going to. I also like a good clam chowder.
I'm not a big, the chowder I like is corn chowder.
Yeah.
It's really good. But it's, that's pretty much a potato soup. Potato soup really is kind of a chowder. It's more of a potato chowder because that's what makes a chowder, right? It's cream based and it has potatoes in it usually.
Yeah.
Some form.
What makes a bisque a bisque?
No potatoes. This is just my random rules. If you put potatoes in a bisque, all of a sudden it turns into a chowder.
I like this.
Am I wrong?
I get on board with that.
I'm just seeing where you are if you're standing with me.
Always. Even when I'm not quite sure, I'm always there. And really, I looked up stews because I was like going to bring up some favorite stews, but the only thing that pop up is beef stew. There's really only beef stew.
No, I know one that's awesome.
What?
Brunswick. And Brunswick stew is, and man, it's.
You've got a good recipe for Brunswick
it's going to be, and I need to be making some of it coming up. I'm probably going to for deer camp.
It's got butter beans in there.
It's pretty much vegetable soup meats, everything off the smoker.
Yeah.
Tie it all together with some tomatoes and a little ketchup and Worcestershire, and you got Brunswick or barbecue sauce, and you got Brunswick stew.
That's what I was saying. Instead of using the ketchup,
there's a big argument where it was from, if it was from Georgia or if it was from Carolina. Or is it Kentucky? I can't remember. They make one called burgoo. Yeah. It's kind of like a Kentucky Brunswick stew. There's all kinds of stews out there now.
The burgoo made with a lamb?
Yeah. Sheep.
Yeah, sheep.
More likely. Lambs for roasting and chopping. Oh, sheep's for cooking down.
That's what we grew up eating, sheep. So that's all I had for.
That's all you have for stews. That's a good.
It's not the most in-depth topic to talk about.
No, it's really not. But I mean, what does it take to make a good one?
Time.
Yeah.
Experience.
Time and good stocks. That's the main thing that makes a good soup.
Yes, if you can make your own stock, you'll have an awesome soup.
That's it.
And another thing is taste it. Taste it while you're cooking.
And season it.
Season it. Don't be afraid of it. Get some good flavors off in there.
Yeah.